I have been so blessed to be experiencing a mild heart attack the entire time because we all got here and we're like, is there an order? And Lester said, I don't know the order yet. And then he started the show. I'm like, the whole time, I've been like, this is like a high intensity workout. I can feel, I was like, can they see my heart beating right now? Can you guys see it like in my neck? Does anybody know me? Do I know anybody? Oh, hi. Hello, friends. Hello to all my new friends. I'm going to do something that I encourage all my friends to do. I'm going to document myself because I'm so excited to tell this story, and I'm going to experience myself through the telling of this story because storytelling is very different from stand-up, which is what I do, and I encourage all my friends, all of you, to do storytelling. Definitely don't do stand-up. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's a very smelly industry. You guys all smell great. And in the world of stand-up, you know, there's different requirements, like laughter, and in the world of storytelling, we just have to be real and authentic, and we all have so many stories to tell. And this is a story of overcoming obstacle and bravery and ingenue and brown privilege and naivete, and I'm going to try to tell the most real version of the story because I'm stand-up. I am a huge liar, and I am also a gossip, and just shouldn't be trusted in general, so please don't tell me secrets. It's a lot of pressure. I don't want to be in the inner circle ever. And I'm so wrong and so confident out loud so often. I think it's probably one of the most American things about me. As you're not joking about that big grocery stores being overwhelming, especially if you come from like a one cheese country. We're not talking about Costco, okay? Like just a Jewel. You'd be in front of those cheeses for like 20 minutes. Like there's so many. There's so many cheeses. Where did they all come from? And you know, growing up, I didn't have a lot of like female role models. Bollywood is trash. Has anyone watched any Bollywood movies? Listen, you know, like as a wee little Sony, I would be like so excited, be like, oh my God, it's a woman. Come, what's she gonna do? And she'd just come like, help! And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, come on. And then like they bust into like some 20-minute dance, and you're like, what is this? This is not useful. This is not teaching me any sort of skill set. Little did I know that all that drama and dancing in the Swiss mountainside would prepare me for this moment. So there I was. I think this is like the mid-2000s, and before I was a stand-up comedian, I was a fire dancer. I left that for the stability of stand-up, and I was living in India because part of my incredible brown privilege is having the American passport because I was born here. Suck it! And yeah, fuck you, Trump. You can't ban this bitch. That's right. And yeah, you can clap for that. I'm unbannable. I can try. No. And I would go to India, and any of us with an American passport, it is a very powerful passport. You can go for 10 years. You get a 10-year visa. Do you know how hard it is for everybody else to overcome the fortress of this country? It's super hard. So with this American passport, I would go off and travel, and I became a fire dancer, and I was on my way out of India, because you can only stay for 6 months at a time, unless you do this foreign registry office thing. Anyway, blah, 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 logistics. I'm leaving India, and I only have about like 120 euro on me, and like some stack of rupees that will be very annoying to convert when I get to Europe. And I'm on my way to Ibiza, because Ibiza is an island, and therefore there are tourists, and there is sunset. So you can go there as a fire dancer. This is like the economy of fire dancing. This is how the economy works. You're like, where are there people where there are Europeans, Americans with euros and dollars. We need to go there for a few months, and then you work, and then you come back to India, and you get to be, part of like the Rainbow Brigade or whatever. And I'm leaving India, and I'm so confident, with my passport and my little like 120 euros, and my passport looks like a science experiment. It experienced some exposure during the monsoon, and some termites had kind of like built what I thought was a beautiful little nesting kind of around the edges. And I was like, you can still see all the vital, official information, so I'm good. And I get to and I had a tiny ball of hashish that I was planning on selling when I got to Spain to get me to the ferry. I'm a huge criminal. And it was the mid-2000s. I was a wee little babe. Oh my God, I was so confident, so bold. And I'm handing my passport and my plane ticket, one-way plane ticket, to which I'm then getting another plane ticket on like a budget air, Ryanair, to get myself to the island. I'm getting to London, and then I'm going to Spain, and this is all very time sensitive. I cannot not go on any of these flights because I cannot afford to not go on any of these flights. And I hand my science experiment passport to Mr. Ticket Collector Man at the Air India desk in New Delhi. And for any of you that have experienced brown people, we can be very economical with words. And this man just looks at my passport and goes, "This is no possible." And just hands it back to me and goes, "Next." And I'm like, what do you mean? This is no possible. And in my head, I'm like calculating. I'm like, oh my God, how do I even get to the embassy? And I don't have money to get there. And how long is it going to take for me to get a new passport? No. And something in me just kicks. Cue the Bollywood music. It's like, da-na-na-na-na. And I'm like, नहीं, लेकिन मेरा भाई का शादी कल है और मैं तो अगर मैं नहीं पहुंचूंगी तो मेरी माँ मेरी जान उतारूंगी मैं तो 20 साल के साथ मैं तो नाच तो कोरियोग्राफर मेन कोरियोग्राफर हो मेरे भाई का शादी के लिए. Which basically means my brother's wedding is tomorrow. I am the main choreographer for all 20 cousins. We have been rehearsing, and if I'm not there, I can't even say it. My mother will die. Meri maa, uski jaan. And this beautifully mustached man just like looks up, and he's like, wait. And I'm like, and I'm watching the clock because obviously I'm not appropriately 2 hours early for the flight, and he just runs off with my termite passport, and I'm like, that's my superpower, that's my official American document, please. And so I covet that. And he goes, and I'm just like sweating. I'm like, oh God, and I couldn't care less about the hashish. I'm like, I just need to get on this fucking plane. And then he goes, he summons me into this other office, and then they take me in front of this other, much larger, much bigger mustache. And he's like, if you went to America, would they let you in with a passport like this? And I go, I would! Please! And I'm like, please, uncle. Cousin, and I repeat the whole thing, I'm like, my cousin bhai ka shaadi hai kal aur main to main choreographer hu. And he's like, you will go to your brother's wedding. And he hands me the passport, and I'm like, Jai Ram, Jai Hind, oh, Hari Om, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Like, I turned Hindu fundamentalist so fast. I was like, praise all the gods. Thank you. I will lift a candle to you at my brother's wedding. We will all dance in your honor. My mother's life is saved. All that drama is just in me, every cell of my body. And then I'm like, okay, just bowing, namaste, bowing, namaste, and I back out, and I'm just like, I hope they can't see me right now because I'm like, And I get on the plane, and I make my connecting flight to the other flight, to the other flight, and I get onto the beach, and I roll myself a nice little hashish cigarette, and I celebrate my complete idiocy, how vulnerable I was the whole time, and thank God that I'm just blinded by bravery, and I promise I won't do that again. But you should go out into the world, be brave, travel. If you have an American passport, oh my God, it's so good. It's such a good one. Just get out there. Be, speak languages, let people laugh at you, okay? I mean, sí, Franco, tantos años y todavía tienes tanto acento. It sounds less offensive in Spanish to talk shit, so that's also really good to be able to go stealth mode in primarily brown countries, otherwise known as the world. If you're a brown person, if you're white, you should go to Cuba, I guess, or Argentina también. Okay, that's it. That's it for me. That is my story. Thank you so much.